Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Tuesday afternoon, all. I hope we're okay. I hope the day's going well. Whatever you're up to today. Obviously, it's midday here in England, so just starting the afternoon. Obviously, lunch breaks and things like that. So hopefully, the days at work are treating you all okay. We've got a really good little video here. We're going to be talking a little bit about an interesting report on Ivan Toney and the valuation. We have an update on Serhou Guirassy and his situation going into the next year. We're going to be talking about the Premier League fixtures. Obviously, they came out this morning, which I was excited for, and I'm glad now we finally have some ideas as to what the season could look like. We're going to be talking a little bit about Santiago Gimenez as well as Romero. So loads to talk about in this video. It's going to be a good one. Just want to say that if you're watching this and you're new, give us a subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. Afternoon, Dan, mate. How are you? Hey, Andy, what was your new channel? I forgot to sub to it yesterday. Thanks, mate. I'll put it in the comments in just a second, or you can find it on my community notes, mate. Big up, Clement, mate. How are you? Afternoon, Sonia. How are you? You okay? Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll do the channel now. Let me just copy it over, and then we can get in and we can talk about some transfers. We'll probably start with the Premier League fixtures, if I'm honest, because I'm really excited by those. I love fixture day. I do love it. It's something about fixture day that I absolutely love. But there's the YouTube channel. There's the YouTube channel that'll be watch-alongs, gaming, just general football chat. All sorts. So what I'll do is I'll pin it in there. We've already passed 30 subs, which is really cool. So thank you to all who have subscribed to the new channel. It's always nice. Peter, how are you, mate? You okay? Akram, what's good, mate? You all right? Hey, Liam, mate, how are you? I'm good though, Peter. Thank you for asking. Hope the day's treating you even better than it's treating me, and my day is going nicely. Right, let's. I'll tell you what. Let's start with the Premier League fixtures because. Match week 1. We are on Monday Night Football. We are away to newly promoted Leicester on the 19th of August. It was a game that, to be honest, I really wouldn't have wanted. Newly promoted sides, always up for it. Monday Night Football, standalone game. I would have preferred many other teams instead of one of the newly promoted sides. I mean, the same weekend, you've got Friday Night Football. You've got Man United at home to Fulham. You've also got Arsenal at home to Wolves. You've got Liverpool away to Ipswich at 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. You've got West Ham Villa as a 5:30 kickoff. Chelsea, Man City on Sunday at 4:30. That's going to be a doozy. Maresca facing off with Pep. That's a little bit of interest in there. My friend actually sent me the other fixtures, ironically, for Spurs. He is a Spurs fan, so don't worry. All right. Afternoon, Alan, mate. How are you? Cozy, mate. How are you? I'm good, though. Thank you for asking, buddy. 3 points. I love your confidence, but newly promoted sides always give me the heebie-jeebies. So, yeah, in August, we play 3 times. We got Leicester away, Everton at home, and then Newcastle away. So we got the boogeyman game early doors into the season. Out of the way as well. So if you're one of those people that wants out of the way, we've got that. Heading into September, where we have our first North London derby. We got Arsenal on the 14th of September at home. I believe that follows a international break. Then we have Brentford at home, and then Manchester United away to round out the rest of September. Now, obviously, these fixtures are subject to change with European football, cup competitions, all that stuff. Fixtures can obviously change dates. Looking at that first 6 games, so like I said, I'll repeat them again. Leicester away, Everton at home, Newcastle away, Arsenal at home, Brentford at home, Man United away. Not an easy first introduction to the Premier League. It does get a bit easier going through the next few months. So it's quite an interesting start. Obviously, you're playing, Newcastle United away, who gives us issues. We've got Arsenal at home, obviously North London derby, and you've got Man United away, which, let's be honest, Man United always seem to decide that they want to turn into world beaters as soon as they play Spurs normally. Rubbish against everyone else, but as soon as they play Liverpool Spurs, they hit top gear again somehow. Finishing off at the end of the season, the last 6 games we've got from the middle of April is Wolves away, Forest at home, away to Liverpool, West Ham away, Palace at home, Villa away, and Brighton that's last 7, sorry, but Brighton at home is when we are finishing. I think it's the first time in 6 years we finish a season at home. I think it is that we're saying. Our running isn't the easiest. There's Chelsea away at the start of April. You've got obviously Liverpool away. You've got Villa away, West Ham away. It's not easy. I think a lot of people going, "Oh, our running's not too bad," but it's not that easy. The middle part of our season, I think, where Spurs might pick up quite a large bulk of their points, if I'm honest. But to be honest, a lot of the big games are fairly spread out. There's none of this, 4-team parlay of monsters, So there is that. Big up, Darius, mate. How are you? I'm okay, though. Thanks for asking, buddy. I prefer harder fixtures in the beginning. Hopefully, if we can get Everton at home, win by a few, builds up a head of steam going into, Newcastle away, international break, and then Arsenal at home. So there's that. Just came on here from listening to the Toon review a minute ago. They were very happy the first 3 games are given 9 points according to them. I love their confidence, but I hope we go to St James's Park and knock them for 7 personally, and I'm gonna have faith that we can. Maybe. Can't wait for Newcastle away. It will show if Ange can adapt. Ange adapted for a lot of the season, mate. He really did. I think people hone in on the fact that he didn't, but he also played 4 fullbacks at the back because he had no other centre halves for a while. So we'll get better, don't worry. Afternoon from South Africa. What's your opinion on Jonathan David? He's been improving a lot. And what's your opinion on Somerville? I like Somerville. I do like Somerville. Jonathan David's not for me, mate, if I'm honest. What team hijacked Chelsea's guy yesterday? Wasn't it Wolves, the right back or whatever it was? I think it was Wolves. If we get the right players, then it won't matter who we got. I tell you what, that is a bit of confidence that I am bloody loving. Bloody loving, Eddie, mate. Love it. April's difficult, but otherwise quite balanced. Yeah, April's not. It's not greatest. Wolves away, Liverpool away, and Chelsea away. It's not great. But Southampton at home, Forest at home, you should be looking at least 6 points out of those 2. Yeah, I think it's all quite spread out. I don't think you're going to see Spurs win 9 in a row or anything like that. I think it's all quite spread out, Teddy, mate, how are you? You all right? Petrossi's here. I'm good, mate. And my name is Andy, correct. You'll see in my pinned comment, that's my new channel for more of a casual side of things. It has my name in it, Andy Levy. So now you all know my name. It's not Inside Spurs, as much as you may think it is. So there's that. So yeah, I think, I don't know what you guys, let's do a little poll. Let's do a little poll on the fixture. We're going to do a happiness scale, okay? Let's do a little happiness scale. Let's see what you all think, because I'm not too unimpressed with with how they look. The fixtures wise, I think we'll see. Yeah. So this is out of 10, by the way. So we're voting out of 10. So we've got 4 and below, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10, and 10 out of 10 for your thoughts and feelings on those fixtures. We'll see. Seems like Calafiore is back on, rumors circulating. I talked about him yesterday evening, Mr. Beats. If we lose the first 3 games, would you still be confident Ange will finish the season? Absolutely. And we won't lose the first 3 games. Bro, what do you think about this lineup? Mickey and Radu at the back and Kuti playing CDM. I just want we have 1, maybe 2 world-class players. One of them is a centre-back in Christian Romero. We don't need to ram in players, all right? Let's just keep them where they are. Keep them where they are in terms of their best positions. They're all going to be playing all throughout the season. There's going to be loads of rotation. Radu's going to play loads. Mickey's going to play loads. Kuti's going to play loads. And let's not forget, Kuti and Mickey do miss time every single season. We can already tell. And, I don't know about you guys, but I'm bloody excited to see Destiny Udogie back. I absolutely love him. As you all know, he's my favourite player. Absolutely love him. I think he's on his way to being the best left back in the world. That's my genuine opinion. He's on his way. If you want him to sit in there and defend one of the better wingers one-on-one, I always have faith that you can leave him out, as they call it, leave him out on the island with that attacker. And going forwards, there's something about watching Destiny Udogie maraud forward that I just love. Also, he's an absolute unit. I don't know if you've looked at him, but he's a unit. Draw is much better than last year based on the final run. Yeah, we've not got an onslaught of monsters in the final run. I'm not ignoring you. My phone has the fixtures right next to me. Dragusin will play at least 20 games. He's going to play loads. He's going to play loads this season. Like I said, I've always said, if you've got the Europa League, the EFL Cup, and the FA Cup, he's going to be playing loads of football. Don't worry about it. He's not worried. None of you should be worried. Radu was class yesterday for Romania. Absolute monster. Although I did see that Danny Murphy was like, he shouldn't be celebrating him making a block. It's like, oh, celebration police is out again. It's just boring. Danny Murphy played for Spurs as well. Why is he being like that? This season, I want 6 points from Chelsea. Clement, mate, I want 6 points from all teams this season. We'll see, though. We'll see. What did you miss? Well, we just talked about the fixtures, Shaquille. We've just talked about the fixtures. We went through them. Udogi's one of the best wingers. He's one of the best left backs. That's where he plays, mate. I'm sorry. Sorry I'm a little bit late. What did I miss? Ollie, we're just talking about the fixtures, mate. That's all we were talking about. And the poll is a happiness scale from 1 to 10, or I guess 4 and below to 10. How you feel about the fixtures. I'm probably somewhere between a 6 and 8. I think I'm probably a 7, if I'm honest. I didn't give it in there as an option, but I'm probably a 7. It could have been better, but do you know what? It could have been a hell of a lot worse. I think we start with some pretty naff fixtures, but then I think we've got some fixtures following it that I think, yeah, Spurs could be picking up big chunks of points all at one go at times, you know? So, by the looks of it, I think we're all sort of fairly happy, you know? But I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So there is that. Happy days on the fixture front. What did I miss? Sofia, mate. I'm very well, buddy. I've been to the gym. I've had some food. Did a little bit of work. I've got my summer fruit squash, and I'm pretty good. So I'm pretty good. How are yourself, Sofia, mate? Are you okay? Udogie, only 21. He's a monster. He has no ceiling. World class. I just hope he recovers well from his injury. By the way, what was his injury? It was a quadricep injury. He had surgery on it. Yeah, but hopefully, you know, he can get away from some of those nagging injuries that he had last season. That'd be nice. But again, have a left back that can give him time just to recover. That we don't have to panic, you know? Nope. I mean, he'll be one of the best attacking wing backs. I think he might already be that, Marshall, to be honest, looking at the world of football. You know, there's not many that I'd want over him. You know, he's, if you look at the Premier League, I mean, Andy Robertson's the only one that you might sit there and say, yeah, he's the guy that I'd want, just because of, you know, he's done it for so many years of, you know, he has a history of being one of the best left backs in the world. You know, I wouldn't want João Cancelo over him. I wouldn't want Ferland Mendy. You might say Davies. Yeah, you might say Davies. Wouldn't want Ian Maatsen over him at Dortmund. I'll take him over Nuno Mendes or Lucas Hernandez. So, yeah, at worst for me, top 3 already, which I think is bonkers for how good he already is. And he's going to get so much better. Love me some Destiny Udogie. I'll die on that hill. You know I will. Percy Sarr can be our own Archie. Gray covers the right back space. Anywhere he tracks back, he runs all day. The only thing with Sarr is how good is his delivery, because we asked Pedro Porro to create a lot, you know? I'll be happy with 80 plus points against who? I don't care. Exactly. Do you know what? I would lose against some of our rivals if it always meant we'd win the title. I wouldn't give a crap, you know? He needs more goals, but he's a fantastic player. He will get them, Daryl. I think he will get them. How long have you been on? Missed about 10 minutes, I think. You can see I've been on for 13 minutes. Fred, make sure you have the bell notification on. You can have it on for personalized as well, if I'm correctly. You can have it on for personalized as well. So it will tell you when I'm going live. You can also set it where it will tell you half an hour before I'll go live. So it will give you like a little notification as well. Also, we get Matt O'Reilly as CDM, counts as homegrown. Ange won't even need to give him instructions. He knows the system well. Will also be much cheaper than 50. He better be much cheaper than 50 mil. He plays in Scotland. Sarr must improve technically, then he'll be world class. Yeah, Sarr's on that. Sarr's got that trajectory. He's on that way. You know what I mean? What about Alejandro Balde? What about him? He's bloody well nowhere near Destiny Udogie. Annie, I wanted to ask, in the morning, I eat a carb-rich breakfast and I feel really dizzy. Can you recommend me some amazing breakfast that I can comfortably study with high amounts of energy? Marshall, tell me what you have first, and then we can kind of go from there. Because I don't want to suggest something if you're already doing it, or you don't like it, or something like that. But again, what lads in that pinned comment, I've always said, we'll do football watch-alongs, we'll talk, we'll do gaming, but we can talk gym and stuff like that. It's more of an all-round channel. That's going to be the fun channel. This channel's Spurs, and we're serious here because we're a very serious community. Honestly, lads, I bloody love this community. I love you all. But that channel would be more for anyone else that maybe doesn't support Spurs and just wants to vibe. Not to say that you can't vibe here, but you know what I mean. Do you think Kubo could be a good signing? Could be. Would he be the correct signing, though, Chris, is another question that I'd ask. And I'd say no. Remember, Sar's ball into Maddison. His delivery is good, man. I mean, we are talking about one ball in. I know what you're going with, Daryl, with that. But, I think let's just hold off on saying he's got good delivery. I haven't seen it enough yet. Afternoon, Daniel and Lex. How are we? Well, evening to you, Lex. Sorry. If Spurs thinks Toney valuation is too high at 60 million, you're not a big club and you're no pretend contenders. Oh, I don't think Daniela supports Spurs. That's for sure. It's all right, Fred, mate. You're welcome. 60 million is too much for someone who might get a ban. Is too much. Paying not to play is a bad policy. I'll come to Tony in just a second. Don't worry. Lentils and a lot of bread. Yeah, maybe cut back on the bread side of things. Oats is always a good shout. Oats, eggs, smoothies, that kind of vibe. Stuart. Oh, that's not for me. That's for Stuart. It's not for me. Is it, Shaquille? I think Bergval will start ahead of Sar. Nah, that's not. As much as we all love Bergval, Sar is the original wonder boy. Let's make sure we keep pushing Sar, if you know what I mean. I think we should not go with a striker this season. We should get a centre-back who can play left-back, a right-back, a defensive midfielder, a left winger, and maybe someone like Eze. I say that because, like we have a good team, spend on big on a striker next year. Well, this is the thing with the striker situation. You may have a situation there where you may not get the striker that you truly want. Now, there's good strikers on the list, but they may not be for you. But also at the same point, would I be happy if we go into next season without getting a striker? I'd be worried. Apparently, West Ham wants Max Kilman from Wolves. Interesting. Palace got Kamada on a free missed opportunity for me, but he's probably Eze's replacement. Exactly. Give me Eze. Kamada is a good player. Tony's 40 million max. Donna Cullen's here, everyone. Here she comes. Wug one, Mr. Andy. I don't think Donna Cullen would ever say that. Every morning, listening to your show, his first thing is like waking up next to you. Good Lord. Can you quickly say what's about Guirassy? Because I need to go soon. We need a striker. Despite Ange saying we need to improve the front line, looks like we are working from the opposite end. Stefan Freund out. Stefan Freund. Hello. What a shout. How about we been linked? I haven't seen enough on that link, if I'm honest, mate. Right, moving on from the fixtures, let's talk some transfers. Let's talk some transfers. 50 minutes probably as max as I'd go. I haven't seen anything on Alex Carnation. Max, Max, definitely. I don't care if we get a striker I like, as long as Ange wants him. Exactly. Back the manager. Give the manager what he wants so he can then deliver what we want. When you say Jesus Christ, it does a miracle in my heart. When I say Jesus Christ, my mother hates me for it, probably. The Irish Catholic woman that she is. Habib Diarra from Strasbourg, Dennis Mann, Johan Boney from Parma, Matt O'Reilly dissed Ange when Ange left. Player of the year in Scotland and signing player of the year is a sort of Ange thing. Well, we'll see. If Ange wants him, Carcazzi. Calafiori, right fullback. Eze, Toney, Edison from Atalanta. I'm sure could be a good chance, but I don't see Calafiori or Edison, mate. You are Irish also. I am part Irish. I'm both Northern and Republic. Speaking on strikers, would you keep Vlies if we can't get another striker that Son can play on the left? I think I'd rather Vlies get all the minutes in the world he can for next season. Right, let's talk Ivan Toney. So Peter O'Rourke said that Brentford will have to drop the valuation for Spurs target Ivan Toney if he is to seal a summer exit. It's believed that the Brentfords are demanding between 50 and 60 million with Spurs particularly big admirers. Now, if I'm honest, if it was 60 million, I'd want Spurs just hang up the phone, block the number, not interested. But if it was 50, then you're probably going to be able to get it down from 50. You see what I mean? I wouldn't want if it was more than 50, not interested. 40 is where I'm at. Look, and also at the end of the day, they may not need to sell because of FFP. They don't. Brentford have got an amazing FFP situation, but also you're going to let 40 million walk out your door for free in a year's time. You'd rather that 40 million. And knowing Brentford would buy 2 or 3 players, build out the team even better. And Buemo was great last season before he got injured. You had Visser, you know. You may not even need Toney, but you're not going to get 60 million. Boys, I'm telling you, Annie's mother is the real Donna Cullen. She's a legend. She is my mother. Come on, Andy. You know Calafiori's coming. Mate, if he was, Lex, you know I would be shouting it from the rooftops, but I don't see it. Toney really isn't an ange striker. Kyogo might be. In a hype, if we wound up with Kyogo over ready-made, ready-to-go strikers, I would be very unimpressed. I'd back it, but unimpressed, you know. 45 to 55, Toney. Yeah, I think 55 is too much money. 40, 45 is where I'm sitting. It's like with Chelsea and Conor Gallagher. There's no way, like they want 50 million. There's no way on earth Spurs would even go near that. 35 at maximum 40. But God loves a try, does he not? Donna, you didn't disrespect my mum. Don't worry. She is a very lovely lady. She's a very lovely lady, my mother. Big up my mum. She can't be Donna Cullen if she has a son with great values like yours. Exactly. You see? Thank you, Donna. Right, moving on from Ivan Toney. Let's talk Guirassy quickly because I know Teddy has to nip off. So I talked about this because he's a player that's been on Spurs' radar and list of players that Spurs are keen on. And it came from Romano, who said that Dortmund keep on insisting on Serhou Guirassy's deal, even though they've just parted ways with their manager. Dortmund are pushing on the player side with contract proposal and project presented, waiting for his green light. Release clause is 17.5 million euros. They're waiting for his green light is interesting. Maybe if we think if Spurs, well, look, if Ange and Spurs want him, the project's better than Dortmund, in my opinion. I think the project's better than Dortmund because they don't even. I mean, Nuri Sahin is now the manager of Dortmund. You don't know what you're going to get there, and Dortmund right now. Yes, they got to the Champions League final, but you've got Leverkusen who are ahead of them. Bayern Munich still there. You got Stuttgart, Leipzig even maybe. So, you know, it's not like you're moving to the top 2 of the league. You're not. You're moving they finished like 5th last year. So I'm interested with the Guirassy situation. It's just so cheap. 17.5 million is just nothing in today's football, you know. 27.5 million for Gallagher. I tell you what, I'd pull the trigger on that, Fredos. I'd want Gallagher if that was that cheap. Can I flex my biceps today? Absolutely not. I can't. Anyway, I think I've sort of hurt my bicep, so got to take it easy. Everyone's saying Kulu to be our striker next season, please. Now, I respect your opinion, but one good game against a relegated side as a false 9 doesn't mean we don't move for a striker. Yeah, the Kulu as the false 9 is a option, but shouldn't be one of our main options. I think it's the first one to say. Dortmund just pulled a Tottenham, basically. Well, that's the thing, mate. Dortmund and Spurs are so alike. Cheers, Ted, mate. Appreciate that. 6 million for a guy who's 1 year left in his contract is bonkers. I understand Harry Kane went for 82 million, but let's be honest, Kane is 5 times the player Toney is, and he didn't have the gamble issues. Well, look, he also is a couple of years younger than Kane. So that's something that they can hold on to and sort of use as ammunition to get a better deal. But you also got a guy that scored 4 goals last year. So you wanting 60? I think they always thought if he had a good season where he scored maybe 10 goals in the second half of the season, you can already tell they would have wanted 70, 80 million for him. So they've had to reduce their initial valuation because, well, he didn't have the best of seasons, you know, without being mean or anything. How many hours do you work out in a week? Probably about 12, including cardio and stretching and things like that. So we're about 12. Gallagher isn't anyway. He'll leave Chelsea in a free next year, or he'll probably sign a big new contract if they can sort out their FFP. Because I think they want to keep him, but they also realise FFPs are more of a concern. Says that. Right. Talking to Santiago Gimenez, he said, Nicola Shearer said that many clubs are monitoring final striker. AC Milan, Napoli, Tottenham, and Liverpool have shown interest in the Mexican player. Now, I was thinking about this and I was going through the individual clubs. AC Milan showing interest, but they're getting Joshua Zirkzee. So I was like, hang on, that doesn't make a ton of sense. You've got Napoli, who are going to be selling Osimhen. So that makes sense. That one I understood. I was like, they're going to have the money to do it as well. Tottenham, we need a striker. We've got the money. We've been interested in Jimenez before. And then I was thinking about Liverpool, and I was like, we got Salah on the right. You got Diaz on the left. You spent 80 odd million on Nunez, and you have to kind of get that one to work because that's a lot of money. You've got Jota and you got Gakpo. A striker isn't what Liverpool need. I think they need a guy who can rotate better with Salah. I think they would need a Pedro Neto. That's who I think they would need. And I think they need another centre back because I think Matip will go. And then you've got Konate, Quansah, and Van Dijk. So I think you need another centre back, maybe a left foot centre back there. You got Robertson and Tsimikas as left backs. Maybe do you upgrade on Tsimikas? Right back, you got Bradley and Trent. I don't think you need anything there. I quite like Connor. I think Bradley's decent. He's not Trent, but I think he's decent to be a backup. Midfield is probably where I'd look. So I wasn't sure about Liverpool on that, but I did look at Napoli and Spurs and went, they make the most sense, you know. Tony's 28, not 23. Come on, Andy. I know I'm saying he's a couple years younger than Kane, is what I'm saying. He's my age, Ivan Toney. Just bring back Robbie Keane and Peter Crouch. Can I get some Jermaine Defoe action is in there as well? What's your diet like? Heavy protein. That's what it was. That's what it is. Again, on my second channel, I can talk gym stuff, but just on this channel, I guess it's not for everyone, you know. If we're getting any Chelsea player, I'd take advantage of their financial situation. Madueke, apparently they want to sell Madueke Chelsea for about 30 million. I did see that. I was going to talk to you about that in a second. And I will talk about it in a minute. Toney has also speed, which Kane didn't. Don't come for me. Have nothing against Kane. Yeah, you're going to get crucified for that, Sonia. 28 years old is for a footballer is not young, but he's also not at the end of his career, Sofian, mate. Mr. Annie, do you have any siblings who support Tottenham and are on YouTube also? You sound like a guy with a mustard wall, I know. No siblings support Spurs. Got friends, but that's it. I think we get striker we've never been linked with and no one expects. That's a shout, Darius. That is a shout, mate. I don't mind that idea. And it wouldn't surprise me. Depend who else is in for Toney or for his market value. Exactly. You don't bid against yourself, you know? Your homework today is to get some KA fruit punch later and try it out on your evening show, bro. If I get time I tell you, if I get time this afternoon, I'll go to Sainsbury's and I'll see if I can find some. Liverpool gonna need prayers this season. Yeah, it's following Kloppy. That'll be a difficult one, I think. And Cranshaw. Yeah, we'll get Cranshaw back. Got to put the delivery in there, you know. In 2 years, Lancashire to break through. Could be next year even, you never know. Mr. Annie, do you have an OnlyFans? Jesus Christ. Lancashire in a couple of years, not a bad shout. Madueke was at Spurs. We sold him because he wanted more playing time. Well, when we talk about wanting homegrown and academy trained players, Madueke, Tony's finish is nowhere near the level of Kane. Yeah, Sofian, stop comparing Toney and Kane. Nobody's comparing Toney and Kane. All right. Kane is the world's best striker. Nobody else comes close to him. I wouldn't want Robbie Keane after his boyhood club move to Liverpool and his spell at Maccabi. Ooh, bold, Callum. Now, Callum, you're speaking about my favourite player growing up, so mind your words, all right? Mr. Andy, I would love to meet you in real life one day. You never know. Do you know what would be cool? We'll build this channel for the great community people, and we can all get together one day and have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a drink. Madueke was coming on for Chelsea. Nuts, they'd sell him. They just need to raise money, and maybe they think Madueke is not going to be it. I think Madueke looked decent when he was playing for him, but I also didn't like his whole Nicholas Jackson penalty saga that they had when they were like 4-5-0 up. Hit the like, people. Exactly, Darius. Yeah, hit the like, subscribe if you're new. Really appreciate that. We went past 2.53 thousand, which was quite cool, I think, last night. So onwards and upwards. Before you know it, I'll be able to retire early. Bloody Mary's a terrible drink. Oh, no. Doubt he would come back. I don't know. If Chelsea want to sell him and the best club at wanting him is Spurs, you could see it. 100% on the penalty stupid. He's so stupid. I don't want Vlahovic. I don't want Vlahovic. Not a Spurs fan, but Toney nowhere near Kane. No, yeah, exactly. He's not. Harry Kane is the best striker in the world. He's the best striker in the world. So there's that on Santiago Gimenez. Right. Yeah, so Madueke apparently 30 million to leave Chelsea. What's a weird one? I don't get it. I did see this one, which it made me think, would he be on the list of players that Spurs like? Not saying this is someone that we like. I just want to sort of query, could he be a guy that we like? I want to know your thoughts and feelings on this guy. Karim Adeyemi could leave Dortmund this summer, right? Now, Karim Adeyemi, he's a left winger / striker. Obviously, he had a bit of a mare in the Champions League final, but pacey beyond pace, one of the quickest players that you'd see in the Bundesliga. I don't mind it, but it would feel like a bit of like an all right signing. It wouldn't blow my socks off, but I was wondering, would he be on the list of players that Spurs are liking? Because he'd fit probably what Ange wants to do, you know? Mr. Andy, is YouTube your full-time job? It is not, Donna. If it was, I might be homeless. It doesn't pay nearly as much right now. If I had 4 times the subs, it might be something a bit different. Harry Kane's the best striker in the world. Toney is a very good Premier League striker. Yeah, that's fair. 30 million for Madueke is a good deal. Also helps us out with homegrown, home trained, and it doesn't help them. It doesn't help Chelsea out that much with their FFP either, because obviously they spent money to get him. So yeah, I don't mind the Madueke one. Don't mind it. Do people prefer? I tell you what, let's do this as a poll. And before someone goes, neither. I don't care if you think neither. You have to pick one. All right, gun to your head. Pick one. All right, because this is a great poll. I reckon this is a good one. Madueke and Marcus Edwards. You have to pick one. Afternoon, Philip. How are you, mate? How's the day going? Oh, did he not? Interesting. Lukaku. No, definitely not Lukaku. Definitely not Lukaku. See, I didn't know. See, that's the best thing about doing a live. Someone will actually teach me about football. But regardless, homegrown. So everyone's sort of, by the looks of things, Madueke is ahead. Darius reckons only Edwards only because of the club trains. Interesting. So yeah, I'll let that one roll for the time being on Madueke. Obviously, Karim Adeyemi, I don't see Spurs being in for, but I thought I'd just bring it in for a bit of a chat. Mikhail Fay, the Barca player, I thought I'd bring this in. So Porto will present a formal bid for the player of around 15 million euros this week. Understand Barca want a buyback clause to be included in the deal as they don't want to lose control on the player. What a shock. Evidently a player who's decent enough to be playing for Barca, can't get time in there. Barca not wanting to lose him for free. They better put the buyback clause in as crazy. Kane's not the best striker in the world, Daniela. I'd love for you to tell me who it is, because it's not Haaland before you say it, and Mbappe isn't a striker, he's a left winger. And I'd still rather Kane than both of those. Lukaku is very poor yesterday. If I'm Tedesco, I would start. Yeah, Openda has to start. Has to start. I am an Andrew who also goes by an Andy. There you go. Maguire, definitely not. Can you imagine Maguire playing Spurs' high line? No way. So there was that side of things on Mikhail Fay. Right. I want to talk Romero, because this is fascinating. Oh, Christian Romero. You are Andrew Maguire. I'm not Andrew Maguire. Donna, if you truly, really want to know my name, click that pinned link and you'll see what, in theory, my name is. When are the rest of the actual dates for the fixtures out? They're already out, Cozy. They're already out. Some people say Giroud is better than Kane. For me, that's bonkers. I mean, if Kane, had 2 broken legs, maybe. I think Kane would have to be injured to not be the best striker in the world. Like I said, the only ones that you might say are Haaland, because Mbappe is not a striker; he's a left winger, so it'd be Haaland. And yeah, you can have Haaland as your best striker. I'll have big Harry Kane. Sorry I'm late, but if Toney is 60, then just get Gimenez for 30, worth a punt. If he doesn't work out, go with Sesko next summer, or go Guirassy, who's even cheaper, and then get Sesko next summer. Andrew Edwards. No, Donna. Click the pin link. You'll see my last name is on that account. Aren't there any Saturday or Mondays on the other weeks? Yeah, there's the dates. The dates have already been announced. I'll give you an idea. 14th of September at home, we play Arsenal. 21st of September, we play Brentford at home. Manchester United away on the 28th. There you go. They won't obviously give you exact days of who's going to be on TV just yet because it's a bit too early and it is all subject to change. Get that Australian order. It's not Levy, it's Levy. Not an E, there's an A. Kane at 30 years old has scored more goals in his career than Giroud at 37. I mean, had Bayern not been completely useless last year, they'd have helped Kane and they would have won the league. Says that. Right, in that poll. Yeah, Gimenez will be more than 30, be 40, 45. The other dates for weekends won't be announced until the TV companies agree their schedules. Yeah, exactly. The idea is to give you a broad scope of what it might be. And it's normally that's the weekend you play. But obviously that can change with fixtures getting in the way. Right, Romero. So Romano was talking. He said that Spurs have no intention at all to let Christian Romero leave the club. They have no intention to even entertain any discussions. And that was music to my ears. And I was very happy about that because you know what? Dragusin was fantastic yesterday. Mickey van der Ven is an absolute Rolls Royce. Christian Romero is better than both of them. He's our best defender. I love me some Christian Romero. You know that. Everyone in the chat knows I love me some Christian Romero. I love his passion. Do you know what? His controlled aggression. And if people go, he needs to sort out his aggression, you've not watched Christian Romero play, really, have you? You'll go, yeah, but what about Chelsea at home? Yeah, what about after that? Let's talk about what happened after that. Had less bookings than Mikel Arteta, who's a manager. So Romero is him. I love Romero. He's a world-class centre-half. He's a World Cup winning centre-half, by the way, which let's not forget that. I would take Romero over next to pretty much all centre-halves in the world. Build the defence around him, which I think they've done a good job. And the best thing is, if Romero gets injured, you've got Dragusin, you've got Mickey, you get maybe another centre-half that can come in. Build the defence around him, but just also say, hey, you don't need to play 50 games a year. We're going to save you for the big games because the big games are for the big game players. And Lord knows, do we need more Romeros in that team? I love you more than Mr. Romero. Mr. Romero, I don't know. But yeah, so glad on that front that Romero will be staying. He won't be going, which is good. Having Dragusin, having Van der Ven, bloody great. I'm happy. Miss Annie, you have just put a scissor tack on my heart. It's injured and aching now. Good Lord. Romero and Dragnor, heaven. Afternoon, Polly. How are you? You okay? Yeah. Oh, there's no 2:00 game, is there, today? There's no 2:00 kickoff. I said, what is that about? Oh, miserable. I was there going to be doing a little bit of work, aka telling people how to work out, not in person. And now I'm like, I can't do that. I was upset. Obviously, well, actually, do you know what? Let's have a look. I want to have a look at the fixtures today because Portugal plays today. So you got Turkey, Georgia at 5. I'll watch it, but I won't be screaming from the mountaintops. And you got Portugal, Czech Republic at 8. It'd be good to see how Portugal do because I tell you what, watching France yesterday, wasn't blown away by them. I don't know about what you guys thought. I wasn't blown away by France yesterday. They looked They look like they barely got out of second gear, you know. Kante looked good. I'll give you that though. Kante did look good, but yeah, they barely got out of second gear. So I think Germany so far have to be the team for me. Germany are the team for me so far. How much was Romero? About 50-ish. I don't remember off the top of my head. If you had an option, Leao or Osimhen, probably Osimhen we need more. But Leao is a stud inside heaven. Polly is a legend of the chat. We all know and love Polly. Are we going to get both Toney and Eze or just one of them? I couldn't tell you, mate. I couldn't tell you. CDC, mate, how are you? You all right? Oh, Daniel leaving, Donna Cullen here. Jesus Christ. Whoever's running that Donna Cullen page is down bad. Hi guys, hope you have a good stream. Sorry, won't be around much this week. Long middle shifts that wipe out the whole day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Dean, mate, don't worry about it. Work is work. Don't worry. I appreciate the lovely comment, Dean. And he is right. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Dean, don't worry about making the streams. If you can watch them back and comment your thoughts and feelings, I'll respond to you in the comments afterwards, mate. It doesn't have to be here, right? France weren't that great. No, agreed. I told you Thuram's awful. Don't want anywhere near my football club. Well, he won't be coming near here, but he wasn't the worst player on the pitch, in my opinion. Are they selling Sancho? What, Man United? Going on vacation tomorrow, CDC. Where are you going, bud? Georgia, Turkey could be a good game. Looking forward to seeing Georgians, Kavara Donna. Yeah, it could be one of those. I mean, look at Romania, Ukraine. I wasn't given the idea of having a good game, and I mean, ended up being a great game. That first goal for Romania. Oh, talk about a hit. Have you given your thoughts on our run-in next season? I think the run-in is relatively kind towards the back end of the season. Last 10 games, not too scary. I thought the last 10 games had some absolute rough ones in there with Liverpool and Chelsea and stuff like that. I said we did a little poll, Philip, and I said out of 10, how did people feel? And I think everyone sort of was somewhere between a 6 and 8 out of 10 on how they felt. So it's better than last year. Mr. Andy, you attacked on my heart, and now you call me down bad. Pain. Jesus wept. Ange will have eyes on match, all because of Claysoy. Of course he would. Would you take Jadon Sancho 40 million? No, I would not. I thought Thuram had a stinker. No, I don't think he had a massive stink. I don't think he was the worst player on the pitch. I thought the issue that I think France have is something what England have. They just kind of expect their world-class players to just do something at spur of the moment, you know? Whereas when you look at the Germans have got a system. They've got a style in place, you know? Deschamps and Southgate aren't the Nagelsmann coach, you know. They're not on that level. Yeah. How was Dragushin in the Romania game? He was a monster. He was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Everything and everyone is the Spurs family all the time. We love you all. You're never alone. Absolutely, Polly. Love that. Evening, Finn, mate. How are you? Dragushin got a lot of praise. I missed the game, though. Dude, he was a monster. Nothing got past him. Nobody could get near him. He was a monster. I'd agree. I'd be 8 out of 10 on the fixtures. I think it looks spread nicely. Philip, I went for about 7. I went for a 7. That's probably how I was. Levy wouldn't take Sancho even for free because of wages. I mean, he's 350 grand a week. Not a chance. Delta wrapped out. Oh, the streets never forget. Mr. Andy, I lost my heart at your Jesus First Christ when I saw you. I'm lost. Oh, honestly, Jesus wept. Levy's prepared to spend 100 million for the attack. Yeah, maybe. Not on one player, at least. Jonathan Davis is going to Man United. Good luck to him. That's the problem with Southgate. Is his job. No system that gets the best out of players. He relies on moments. That's what he relies on. I've always said, if you had look, you've got Klopp and Poch, who are sitting right now, 3 men. And I think Graham Potter's waiting. Graham Potter's been offered the Leicester job, the Ajax job, was it the Leon job? He's been offered loads of different jobs. He keeps rejecting them because I think he's thinking, I can get the England job. And he'd be better than Southgate. I don't rate Graham Potter all that much, but he'd be better than Southgate. He'd actually have a style of play at least. Brennan needs some private coaching for learning how to use his pace properly. Donna Cullen, focus on transfers, get us some big names. Watching Mbappe felt like Brennan Johnson yesterday. I thought Mbappe. Oh, I tell you what, that broken nose was nasty. I think so. I think the rumor is that he's missing the rest of the groups, which they don't need him for the groups. They don't. They can play any one of their bench players in his position, and they should still get through the groups. It'll be in the knockouts when he's needed. And I think that's when he comes back. Mr. Andy, is there another girl in your life whoever it is, she is damn lucky. Donna, my lovely lady of my life is this Inside Spurs channel. That's what it is. And all of the lovely people in here. All the lovely people in here. They wouldn't as they said to me, they wouldn't leave me. They could never hurt me. Potter has the right temperament for the FA. Yeah, yes, man. You have to get Klopp if he would take the job. You have to just even ask him. Say, look, I know you wanted a break from management. It's 6 weeks a year. We'll pay you to go watch football if you wanted to watch football. But, you don't have to work hard. I say the same to Poch. If we couldn't get a Klopp and Poch would want it, I'll take Poch. Yeah, absolutely take Poch at England's. Donna's such a cute, yeah. Donna's on one today. She's feeling herself. Trent in midfield doesn't make sense. Should be Rice, Bellingham at 8 and Eze. I'd probably say not Eze. I think if you're moving Bellingham into the 8, I think you move Foden into the centre. And then you move right wing, keep Saka. Left wing, you go Gordon or Eze. Probably Gordon, I'd say. And then up front, obviously, Harry. And again, smoke screens and smoke signals. The transfer window's on. Absolutely, Polly. You know it. Meaning, we'll love Andy and his summer fruit drink. Cheers, Sonia. Appreciate that. I'll have a sip of that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mbappe with a mask will turn into his final form, Ninja Turtle. Real Madrid is up for a treat. Yeah, but he's no Destiny Dogi. Harry Redknapp, England manager. Probably a little bit too late for that one now, Polly. I'll tell you what, Mbappe's broken nose looked nasty. And it probably hurt when he broke it. When they reset it, that's where the pain is, in my opinion, I reckon. When do we think the Eze deal will be done? Not for a while yet. I'm enjoying seeing Andy read out Donna's messages as much as Spurs talk. It's something, Philip. It is something. So, yeah, a bit of an update for those ones. When we come, I'm not ending just yet, but just giving you a heads up of what 7 p.m. we'll have in store. We do have a Giovanni Celso update that I'll be talking about in a bit of detail. There'll be more to come. We'll obviously talk about Turkey, Georgia as well at 5. We'll have some questions, that's for sure, about some stuff to be answering and people to chat about. I'll have a bit of an update to the new channel and how things like that are going to be going. We should be up and running for that at least at the weekend when we can do some more interesting things on that channel, a bit more of a chill vibe. And you guys, by the way, guys, by all means, let me know what you would like to see on that new channel. It doesn't always have to be what I'm going to be putting out, and that wasn't a question for Donna before she starts going off on one on that front. But yeah, I think you play a 4-2-3-1, Bellingham and Rice with Gordon, Foden, Saka, and behind Kane. It's pretty much what I said. Have a little afternoon inside and Spurs. And absolutely, Polly, enjoy your afternoon. I'll see you no doubt back at 7. Have you seen Mike Perry's broken nose? Mike Perry is a warrior, my friend. I love MMA. I used to see a few noses getting manually set in the change room after sparring. They click loudly. Yeah, they're nasty. They're nasty. That's all right, Philip. Teaching cricket this afternoon. Love it. Love it. Cricket's good fun. Cricket is good fun. Mbappe. Oh, yeah, I'm not reading that one out. Don't want to think about that, Donna. Jesus. So, yeah, let me know what you think about the new channel. Obviously, subscribe. The pinned comments up there. Subscribe to the new channel if you haven't already. That'd be really much appreciated. Yeah, new videos will be up there later on this week. Back at 7, talking some more Spurs, talking some more transfers and what have you. There'll be no doubt way more to come out of today. Just have a quick look if I need to speak about anything else or if we're all good. Well, there is something, but I'll talk about it at 7 because it requires more about more of a chat, more concrete transfers on your new channel, please. Well, Fred, we're keeping this channel with Spurs, so I'll always keep doing my 12 and 7 p.m. updates. The new channel's more, gaming, other football, gym stuff if people want to do that, and then other things as well. Mr. Annie, it's a trending meme. It's all over socials. It definitely isn't. I said Everton at home would be our first fixture, but it's our second. Yeah, CDC, you were damn close. Since we haven't signed any players, could it mean all our targets are in the Euros, incoming or outgoings? Hey, what about the Copa America? Maybe it's Copa America. Liver King. I definitely won't be a Liver King. He is without sounding rude, he is something, isn't he? Give a summary about today. So we talked about Toney having a valuation too high. Guirassy to Dortmund is still on at the moment. We talked about the Premier League fixtures. We talked about Romero staying. I'm probably missing something. We quickly chatted about Madueke and Karim Adeyemi and Mikhail Faye. Actually, we talked about a lot. I know, Fred. I know you were winding me up. Kiliskov is the Turkish striker one to watch. Well, I'll be watching it at 5, so I'll be able to talk about it at 7. If you Clive, join me at 7, we'll chat about him. 12 days on the financial deadline for some clubs. Should start seeing some bids in for Forest and Everton players. Yeah, right now you're not nervous as those teams, but you're starting a little bit shaky. No, you're definitely going to start sort of thinking, oh, we're getting a little bit closer. We do need to start, and that's when they start saying to their players' agents, we're open to selling your player because of FFP, and then from there, big up Turkey, my dark horse. I've just adopted Romania as my dark horse now because of Dragusin. Bloody up the Romanians. Come on, the boys. So yeah, back at 7, a little bit talking a bit more football. Sorry for being late, everyone. Kamagoo, we're just finishing up, mate. Kamagoo. The stream will be over if you comment like after, so on the actual video itself that gets uploaded straight after I finish. Comment your thoughts and feelings about some stuff, and we'll chat there as well, mate. All right. It means all the good players are international GT. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to love you and leave you all. I'm going to go and do some other work. Okay. It's not all about Spurs. I know you might all like to think so. He's only 18, one to watch. I'll be watching him, that's for sure. We no longer shitting Antonio Newsett, not at the moment. Always a good chat and vibe. See you, Annie. See you, Callum, mate. Take care. Yeah, I'll end the stream now, guys. So enjoy the rest of your days. I'll be back at 7 to talk some more Spurs. I'll see you all then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.